Oh, what's up, YouTube? What the fuck are you doing in my room? Well, since you've already asked, this isn't my game room. This is a figure room where all my figures are kept. This is Command Central Station here. This is where I do some of my gaming, not all my gaming. And I'm going to do a room tour of all the figures that I've collected throughout the years. I'm going to take over for the narration, so you just stay focused on the wall. Okay, let's start this off. Well, you've already seen these, but I'm going to show them to you again. And I don't have to go through the names because I went through them already. Yeah, you guys know these because I just did a vid on these, so. Those are my turtle collections, and it's still growing, so I gotta find more, but that's, for the most part, that's just those on my wall, on my north wall. Go Bears! Okay, starting on my other wall, let's see, we can get in. Those are my Halo figures. Let's see if you can see these. That's Spartan Recon. That's June. That's Elite Zealot. That's Cat. That's Jorge. That's Saber Pilot. That's Brute Major. And Master Chief. Okay, let me see if I can pan out on that. Get the lighting on that. That's what's on top of the flat screen there. And I'm going to make a real quick shot of the wall, so don't get scared, alright? We're going to go through them thoroughly. But this is my wall. I told you, don't freak out. Alright, this is a huge figure collection. And I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. Those are the extras, Xbox and the extra PlayStation. Let's start with this shelf. These are my Transformers. Sound Blaster, Firejet, you got Soundwave, you got Perceptor, you got an Insecticon, you got the original Gen 1 Bumblebee, you got one of the original Devastators, you got the cassettes there. That's from Optimus Prime's little buggy. Oh, and there goes Grimlock. Meet Grimlock. Okay, third shelf, you got my Gears of War 2 Recon machine with remote. And then you've seen those already. My Barbie Hunger Games doll and my 2 Alice Madness Returns figures. Alice Hysteria and regular Alice. That's my Big Planet Special Edition. Then back there you got the Masterworks, Spider-Man and Green Goblin. Then back there you got the Fantastic Four with Mole Man. Then you got this badass Green Goblin right here. And that's the special edition Batman mask with the Blu-ray that came with the Blu-ray. And then top shelf, you got from the War of the North. You got this figure, this troll holding up Gimli. I got 2 of them. See that? I got 2 of them. Then you got my Optimus Prime that I showed you earlier. Then you got Bioshock Special Edition figure, which, if you know, there's not too many of these. Why? Because these figures are so fragile that upon shipment to all the Best Buys who had them and all the other places who had them, they came in broke because they're so fragile, I guess, with the material that they're made of. And a lot of them didn't make it to people's houses because they're real fragile, and a lot of them didn't make it. I happen to have one of the ones that did make it. This figure itself is worth about $400 because they're so rare. There's the Resistance figure. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna start with the wall. We're gonna start over at the other end. We're gonna start over on this end. And they're by series, so the series that I'm going to show you here are of the Ant-Man. So this is Kitty Pryde, and she's got the head. This is Warbird, and she's got the torso. This one is Sentry. He's got the left forearm. That is another Sentry, but in different. This one's yellow and this one's brown. That is Weapon X, and he has the left arm. That is Ant-Man. Let's see if we can focus in a little bit here. And he has the left arm. Next one we have Thor, and he has the right arm. Captain Britain, he has the right leg. You got Weapon X, he has the right foot. You have Havoc, he has the left leg. And that is Sabretooth. And he has the right boot. That's the complete set for that. See, all that is one set. Okay? Then we're going to start on this end. That's obviously Spider-Man, and that is the Sentry series, Sentinel series, and he has the upper body, the head. You have Omega Red, who has the torso. You got Mystique, who also has the torso, so there's 2 for the torso. You have Mr. Sinister with the right leg. You have Angel before he became Archangel. After Mr. Sinister changed him, or who was it who changed? No, Apocalypse changed him. And this is, he has the left leg. Then you have Cyclops, who has his left arm. And then you have Black Panther, who has the right hand. Okay, and that's all I have for that series. I'm still missing some. And this one I have the fewest of on this series. This is Galactic. I don't have Galactus, all of them. I've got Professor X, he's got the head. You got Deathlock, who has a torso. Got Nightcrawler, who has the bottom part of the torso. You got Doctor Strange, who has the right arm. Then you got Bullseye with the left leg. So I don't have that many of those, so I'm still going on that series. They're just really hard to find. And these two, I only have 2 of these. And that's the MODOK series. And that's Spider-Woman, who has just the head. And then you have Wasp, who just has the bottom half. So I'm still missing the arms and the stand. So I'm missing quite a few on that one. So it's just those 2. Okay, the next series is Apocalypse series. And that's X23, who has the upper body. Look at the size of Apocalypse's head. That's pretty big. Then you got Bishop. He's got the mid-torso. Then you got Iron Fist, who has the right leg. Then you have the other Iron Fist, who has the same right leg. So one's green and one's red. I got them both. Then you have Wolverine with the left leg. And then you have Sasquatch with the right arm. And you got the other Sasquatch with the right arm. One's gray and one's orange. And then you got Mastro, who has the right arm. So that's all I have for that series. And then you have the Legendary Rider series, which don't have a one to build, but they all have like some type of riding machines. And that's Wonder Man. That's Scarlet Witch. That's that's Vengeance. Yeah, it looks just like Ghost Rider though. You got Ultron. Then you got Vision. And that's it for that series. That's just a couple of those. Then we're going to start on the Fantastic Four series that I have, which is not much, but it's a nice collection. You got the Human Torch Snowboarding Edition. I don't see how that can happen. Then you got the Thing in disguise. Then you got the Invisible Woman. Then you got Raging Thing with Mr. Fantastic back there. And then you got Doctor Doom. That completes that series. Okay, all those. Okay, second series. You got the Human Torch in torch form. Clobbering and Crushing Thing. You got Doctor Doom again. And Mr. Fantastic. Oh, and there goes Ben Grimm before he became the Thing. Or he is the Thing in there. And that completes that series. And then the last series on that, you got another Doctor Doom. You got the Human Torch. You got the Thing. You got Mr. Fantastic. And then Mr. Fantastic again. And that completes the Fantastic Fours that I have. And just to get these out of the way, I've got a Gears of War 2 Marcus Phoenix. And then you got my Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Goku. Then you got Super Saiyan Vegeta. And that completes for all my Super Saiyan series there. Then we're going to start down here at the bottom with my Avatar collection from Nickelodeon. Let me see that. The first one here is Aang. Airbending Aang. Then you got Prince Zuko. Then you got the Firebending Soldier. You got Water Tribe Sokka. You got Air Cannon Aang. Fire Blast Zuko. And then over here, you got Water Nation Aang. Avatar Spirit Aang. I got 2 of those. And then Avatar Roku. Badass. Can't find these anymore. Good luck trying to find those. You can't even find those anymore. Alright, so that takes care of the wall. And let's go up to the second half of the wall, where we'll start on my Unleashed from Star Wars. There's Han Solo. Then you got Chewbacca. He looks pretty badass there. See him? Okay, and the next one is General Grievous. And then you got what's her name? I can't say her name. Ventress is the last part of it. She looks pretty badass. Then you got the Shock Trooper. Then you got Anakin Skywalker. Then you got Yoda versus the Lord Sith. Then you got Darth Vader. And then you got Obi-Wan Kenobi. So that does it for the wall. We pretty much took care of the wall. Again, let me show you the wall. And then I'll show you what I got on the desk over here. My Anakin Skywalker. That is my, I believe, Modern Warfare remote control car. These are my aliens. Alien versus Predator. I don't know if you can see them, but that Predator's throwing the shit out of that fucking alien. And then you got the Predator in some kind of setting. And then down here, you have my other Optimus Prime, which you saw already. And then my Devastator, which you already saw. And then a Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. I'm not going to say it 3 times, because you know what happens when you say it 3 times. Alright, well there you have it. This is my epic room tour of all my figures. You see it all. One last panoramic view, starting with the turtles, going all the way around. Halos. And then the rest of the wall. It's fucking nuts, right? Well, that is my wall. That's a lot of figures. So there you go. This is Okchief420 taking you through my room tour. And And I hope you liked it. Please comment, please subscribe. And I'm not gonna make a room tour of my game room because it's just way too much stuff. So I just wanted to show you really quick my figures because they're already set up like this. So this is Okchief420 and peace.